Hey, man, here we go. Got what everybody wants. Everybody wants this PDS harness. Well, guess what? Here it goes, man. Been a minute, been busy. I got everything drawn to solenoid. This is the controller, the main harness, the motor, batteries, charging port, reed switch, micro switch, forward and reverse switch, and key switch. And what we're going to do now is, first thing we're going to do, is we're going to start with the batteries. How to wire the batteries up. All right. Now we're going to do, you see here, I got it drawn backwards at that. All right. I have it drawn backwards. I'm pretty good at it. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to leave this here. Remember, how I realized it was negatives go toward the middle. All right. On a 36-volt car, all negatives face each other. Plain and simple. All right, so what we're going to do, positive, number one battery, negative to positive. That'll be 6 volts connected to 12. Negative to positive. Negative to positive. Negative to positive, negative to positive. So right there you have your voltage. If you wanted to hook your accessories up, you would go positive and negative here, connect 2 batteries, or you would hook it here on the positive, there on the negative, 2 batteries, and vice versa here. So what we're going to do, we'll start out with the charger plug. All right, get your black wire from the charger plug, go to the main negative. All right, then you got your red wire here, goes to your main positive. Then you got your reed switch wire right here, which goes to the red and white wire in the harness. And the only thing bad about that is the fact that if it is hooked into the harness, eventually it will have a problem. Reed switch going bad. So what I recommended is the white wire here goes to the red and white in the main harness. Just hook it to your main positive. All right. But we're gonna run like this. We're gonna take the reed switch wire, run it right here. But like I said, you need to cut it and hook the harness side, the red and white wire, to the main here. Just bypass it, man, because there's nothing but a problem later on. All right. And then what we're going to do is here, we're going to take off your main positive. You have a wire to go to the solenoid. Now this is going to be the brains of the operation right here. All right. It's about like me, brains of the operation. On your negative, it's going to leave the main negative. Get rid of Captain Hook there and run it like that. Let me get my green wire. Got my green one here and draw this back here. What the hell? Damn, it's more of an eraser. Been so busy, it dried up on me. Now, if you look at this here, now these are called, they call them J1 plug, J2 plug, J3 plug, J4 plug, J5 plug. I think stupid as hell. I just call it main harness, freedom plug, toe switch, the EZGO pedal micro switch, then the speed sensor plug. But they call it the J1s, J2s. It sounds like some student that comes from overseas here to work. So what we're going to do, if you look at it here, we're going with the main harness. Now, if you look at it, the main harness here is, all right, I didn't draw this. Let me draw a toe switch. This is my toe switch here. I'm put toe switch. Now the way it works here now is the number 1 pin is going to be your orange and red wire right here. It's going to go down to your toe switch. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to right here, the orange and white wire. I was telling you about the toe switch here, the red and white wire. That goes to pin 4. All right, that's red and white. All right, then we got the number 5 wire here, which actually comes right off the solenoid, like this. That's your power side. All right, so the way it is here now, you got your red wire, comes off the solenoid, feeds number 5 pin. Now, don't go by this plug here, how I got it. The plug's upside down on the controller. All right, and then you got your 4 pin comes off the reed switch itself. So as long as you have voltage on the 4th and 5th pin, which is the red wire and the red and white wire, as long as you have voltage there and on the toe switch wires, it should be good. So now we're going to do your toe switch now. On your toe switch, you're going to have a red and white. I'm going to put red and white. And then you got red and yellow, then you got your red, then you got your red and white. All right, that's going to be that. Now, the way it works, voltage comes out of there. Now, this doesn't send voltage nowhere to the car. Voltage comes in here on these wires. All this does is allow you to put it in tow. So you got voltage coming in, you got voltage coming in from the tow switch, and then when you close the tow switch and run, it closes this and sends voltage back to the other 2 pins. So in run, you should have voltage on all 4 wires. If you don't have voltage on all 4 wires in run, but you have voltage on 4 and 5, then replace your toe switch. If you have voltage on 2 wires, and then when you put it in run, it sends to the other 2. Now we're going to number 1 pin here. Number 1 pin here is your gray wire. Gray wire goes to the middle of the F&R switch. All right, and what that does is that feeds your forward and reverse switch voltage itself. All right, and then what we're going to do, we're going to come back here. In forward, you got your, let's see, it's orange, gray, green. So we're going, let me get a green marker. Now on your green wire here, on the F&R switch, 3. So we're going like this. The pin 3 is the green wire. It's orange, gray, green from top to bottom. Now you would think that it was orange would go down here with reverse, but it don't. For some reason, it's backwards. All right, then you got your orange wire, which is reverse on your switch. It's going to go to pin 2 there. So I'm going to go orange to pin 2. I hope y'all follow along. All right. I need a gray color to go for this red. But when you put it in forward, voltage comes in on the gray wire, goes out on the green wire. In reverse, voltage comes out on the orange wire itself. All right, and then you got pins number 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now on number 5 right here, in between here to here, it feeds the reverse buzzer, a hot. I ain't gonna draw a reverse buzzer. There's for safety, but that's about it. Let me get a blue marker. We got a blue marker. Yeah, we got a blue marker. Now, blue marker is on pin 6. This is going to be your ground for the solenoid. Say ground. Now the way it works now, in order for this to be a ground, it has to check good. Forward and reverse switch has to check good. Toe switch, reed switch, key switch, everything has to check good in order to send the ground out. But if you took your voltmeter and checked the small post on the solenoid, you would think it was a hot, because it would read hot too, just as well as the small post is, but it's not. It's just bleed over voltage. So don't just assume that it's bad because it don't click. 99% of the time, it's controller that's causing it not to click.
Accent.
Now, pin number 10 here is for your reverse buzzer. We ain't worried about that. All right. Now you got your number 9 here. This is key switch wire. All right. It's white. If I already drew it white, I just highlight it with the green because white, you couldn't see it on the whiteboard. Then you got your white and yellow. I got a yellow. Nope. Let me get a purple here. Then you got your white and yellow here. The white and yellow comes back onto number 8. All right. So when voltage goes out to the key switch on the white, you turn the key on. It travels across to the white and yellow, comes back to the controller. And then when that shows good from the controller, when you turn the key on, you get voltage on the hot side of the solenoid yellow wire. All right. Now down here on this dumb J4 plug, you got red, white, black, black, white, red, and green. That's what it is. All right. The green, I'm a green marker here. All right. The green comes out of here, goes to the accelerator micro switch. All right. Now, then you got your red. We got a red here? Yep. And the red here comes out of here, go to the micro switch. So when you hit the gas, you send voltage from the red to the green. It comes back, lets you know you have voltage on the green wire. Red's the output, green's your input. Now you have your black and your white here. Now this is what's different than any other car. The 48 volt car, the solenoid won't click if the ITs don't have no voltage. I hope y'all understand all this spaghetti here now. But on here you got your black and your white. All right. Feeds voltage to the ITs. All right, so we got 14 volts. That puts 14 volts to the ITs. Then you got your white wire here. Comes from here. Goes to your ITs. When you hit the gas, you send voltage back to the ITs. Starts out at 0.9, goes to 2.9 at full throttle. All right. So 2.9 at full throttle. If you have full throttle, full voltage there, and the car don't move, check your controller output and stuff. And your B plus here on the controller goes to the solenoid here. On the hot side of the solenoid, on the engaging side. Then you got your F1 and F2 go to your motor. And your A1 comes A1 off the controller. And your A2 comes off B plus on the controller. Now, if you wanted to test your output voltage, what you would do is put your red lead on B plus, your black lead on A1, and hit the gas. If the solenoid engages and you have no voltage here, you have no voltage out the controller's bad. But don't assume that's bad first. Take your red lead and put it on the main positive, leave your black lead there. All right, because that eliminates the circuit of the solenoid testing voltage. All right, so you want to put it on black lead A1, red lead main positive, hit the gas, solenoid clicks, everything checks good. If you have no voltage coming out here, going to the motor, controller's bad, plain and simple. Now on here you got your speed sensor plug. You got your 3-pin plug on the speed sensor. All right, you got your black and your white. Black gonna be your ground. Say black, say black and white. Well, excuse me, black, white, and red. All right, black and red. You put your voltmeter on both DC. Black here, red lead here. You should have about 15 volts, 15 to 20 volts. All right, normally about 14.5, 15 volts. When you hit the gas, it should go from 5 volts on the middle wire to 2.5 volts at full pedal. That means your speed sensor is good. All right, that's how you test your speed sensor. So you got your, let me do this here. I hope this isn't too fast for any of y'all, man. All right, so you got your speed sensor plug, 3-pin plug. You got your black, then you got your red. You got your white in the middle. The black lead your meter here, red lead your meter here. Should be 14.5 to 15 volts DC. All right. If you leave your black lead here, then you test this with your red lead, it should go from 5 volts to 2.5 volts at full pedal. And that tells you your speed sensor is doing its job. If you don't have that, replace your speed sensor. But all right, man, that's the PDS there. Hope I wasn't too fast, man. Hope everybody understands. Hope I didn't mess it up. If you got any questions, let me know. If you like this, let me know. Or if I need to redo it, let me know, man. Now, let me say this here. On the top plug, which is your Freedom plug and your mild hill plug, steep hill plug, the Freedom plug just changes the configuration of the wires. You have 5 wires, all right? I want to say this is your steep hill, or your, I don't know to be exact. I hate to tell you it is. I've never even used the damn mild or steep hill. But this is one and this is one. If you go to Freedom mode, it's all these wires. It eliminates this one. It's the first one to the 5th, second through the 3rd. That is your Freedom plug, which makes your car go faster. It's a red chip. All right, it picks up about 2 miles an hour. You ain't gonna come to rocket ship, but you will get rid of the regen mode when you go down the hill, so you'll pick up more speed, and it won't do the regen braking no more, so it's worth it. But all right, man, always remember, man, you want to check pins number 5, number 4 for voltage. If you have voltage there, and you have voltage on all 4 of your toe switch wires, and you don't have voltage coming out of the controller, replace the controller, something wrong. All right. So pin 4, pin 5, toe switch wire, if they test good, replace controller. If you have no voltage going to the ITS or going to the forward and reverse switch or wherever. All right, but stay tuned, man. Always remember, hey, you have 14 volts. Key on.